What's going on, YouTube? It's been a long time, but hey. So I just wanted to just jump right in and say, if I have any regular watchers, thank y'all for coming back. Jumping right into it. Tough times do create strong people. Hard times create strong people. And I think that turned into kind of a cliche, but it's true. And y'all know a lot of cliches are birthed out of truth. It's because people have realized that, dang, like there's a lot of relevancy to how this thing goes. And so I do recognize that a lot of times when inconsistency happens, it can be for legit reasons. Meaning, now don't get me wrong, I believe everybody, in order to reach a goal, we need to all be consistent through whatever. But I understand life throws you curveballs, and life is hard and or challenging, whichever word you want to use. And I understand that consistency can be hard to do when you get in a car accident, or when you are in the hospital, or when you are sick and you need to rest and you can't record for some days, or when a huge life change happens and like something happens, like myself. If you are used to being in an environment where the internet is good, but you move into a new house and the internet is trash, and it literally takes days for your video to upload, and you have to go around the corner just to sit there and wait for your video to upload because the internet is better there, the Wi-Fi is better. So consistency is needed, but I don't think people should be as hard on themselves if something happens and they may fall off real quick. And notice I said real quick. How does hard times create tough people, strong people? Well, this may be cliche again, but if y'all have heard of that phrase, diamond in the rough, y'all understand a diamond is nothing but it's coal. The coal that you get and put in a barbecue pit or put in a fireplace in order to make it hot. The way that a diamond is formed is the thing that makes it such a valuable and precious jewel. You guys realize it has to go through a lot of pressing, a lot of hard pressure, a lot of heat. It has to get nicked away. A lot of stuff got to be tailored and chopped off. And over some time, and after all that hard, hot chipping process, then and only then will you have a diamond, a precious jewel that has so much value. The stuff that people want to pay hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars for. Stuff that people will fight over, kill over, lie over, cheat over, steal over. Like, because when you think about it, a coal is nothing. That little trick that parents use on their kids when they say, if you bad, you're gonna get a lump of coal. Who the heck wants that? There's no value in that. And a coal in and of itself is nothing. It's meaningless because that's just the way it is and that's just the way it comes out. But gone through that process, that's when you get the value out of it. Now, how does that relate, Cherie, in terms of this, what you talking about, tough times? Well, if you really think about it, check this out. After you go through something, it don't matter what it is. If it's a breakup, if it's a job that fired you, a job that you quit, but then you realize, oh shoot, I made a mistake. I probably should have stayed. If it's somebody that did you wrong, did you dirty, stabbed you in the back. If it's some type of deep loss, something that really hurt you, it's a tough time. You understand me? It's a tough time. But reflect and look back. After you went through that, You realize what you learned? You learned how to grow. Whatever it was that you went through, it gave you fortitude. It gave you strength. It gave you resilience. It gave you the ability to not take things so personally, because, maybe back in the day when you quit your job, you realized it wasn't that person, it was you. Because at that point in your life, maybe you were just emotionally immature and you took things personally when the person was just trying to give you constructive criticism. Some years passed, you older and wiser now, and it sucks that happened, but I'm kind of glad I went through it, because that's just where I was. This is my journey, that's my process, and that really helped. It humbled me, and it helped me to not take things it helped me not get so offensive when people just give their opinion. And it helped me realize that people have opinions and they're entitled to it. That's a form of growth. That's huge, especially in this day and age. Being emotionally intelligent and not being so easily offendable is priceless now, because everything is censored. Everybody always wants to come for you when you want to be honest, when you want to give some advice for folks, when you know it could really help them in life. They want to be like, oh, you judging me, oh, you la 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 la. And it's just like, that one experience that you had from when you was in your 20s or whatever, being unemployed, being humbled, and realizing, oh shoot, I needed to grow up. That's a learning experience. That's a toughening experience. You know how valuable that's going to be in your life moving forward? I use that as an example, and even with the whole thing with stabbing in the back. Now, I had family. I ain't going to say who it was, but I'm going to tell y'all something. I had one family member. I went out to check on her because she told me that she was sick. Like, really sick. And I went out there, and long story short, she just left me at the airport. I spent the night in the airport, and I had to pay more out-of-pocket money that I really couldn't afford. I want to say it was about $300. It was a couple $100 to fly back home, because nobody else in my family who lived in the area could come and pick me up. They were like too far away, or they just couldn't do it. When this relative asked me, because afterwards we did communicate, she was like, "You're not mad at me?" And I said, "I'm not about to hold that. I'm not about to hold that." You know how poisonous that is? To hold something like that, to hold a grudge. Because I was really shocked, to be honest with you. It was a form of disbelief, but I had an opportunity to be very angry, upset, disgusted, disappointed, all of that. But in that moment, I realized I had a choice. And when I came back home, I had a choice to hold on to this and just let it stress me out and age me, and me just, that poison just seep into my heart and just stay there, or just let it go and just be like, that was what it was. It was an eye-opening experience, because that's also what it was. It was an eye-opening experience. I see how you are now. Tough time. Cost me some money. Cost me some time. It costs emotionally. But I learned the importance of not holding certain things, because I don't know, in the back of my mind and in my heart, I knew if I held on to that, it wouldn't do me any good. It would sag me down. It would age me. It would not be good for my health or my life or for my heart. As I speak to y'all, I'm speaking to myself. I want to encourage all of us to start taking hard times as lessons, as opportunities. And I know, y'all, trust me, I get it. It's hard. It's hard when you're in it. But even if you just a little bit, just go to the Lord, because y'all know I am a believer. But even if you're not a believer, I would encourage you to just take a second. Ask yourself, okay, what is it that I need to learn from this? Or what is it that I can't learn from this? How to make myself better? I know for me, one thing that I've started to doing and that I want to continue to get better at is asking God, okay, God, what is it that you want me to see in this situation? How can I get better? What is it that I need to learn? And I'm going to tell you something, that right there, that will transform your life. It's beginning to transform mine, and I haven't even been doing it for as long as I probably should have been. That's some real talk, y'all. Tough times make strong people. So, yeah, that's all I got. That really came from the heart, and I hope somebody received that. And I hope it lands where this needs to land. In Jesus' name. All right. I'll see y'all in the next one, and have a great day.